NLWN-TV presents the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Now, join us as we get ready for baseball in the dugout.
Hello, and welcome to the NLWN-TV studio and today's edition of In the Dugout. Rick Olson here, and we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's non-league game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Hudson River Rats from Carson Park in Eau Claire. The Cavaliers were supposed to play on Wednesday against the Augusta Athletics. However, severe weather in the area forced that game to be postponed. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, the River Rats faced the Stockman's Irish from South St. Paul, where the Rats suffered an 11-4 loss. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Cavs and the River Rats. Then we'll get Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister's perspective on today's game in the Ryan Bemnister Show. Following that, even though today's game isn't a Chippewa River Baseball League game, we'll take a quick look around the CRBL to see where things currently stand. Also, we'll take a moment to get to know one of this season's Cavalier players in Cavalier Profile. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game from historic Carson Park in Eau Claire. So it's time to get ready for some baseball action, and we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout as you're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
I'm a United States Marine. When I came home, I became angry. I had migraines and respiratory issues.
I served in the Army. There's a lot more people out there that have gone through more things. I shouldn't go and get those benefits because they had it worse.
If you could say anything to that veteran, what would you say?
Every veteran is deserving the benefits they earned by serving our country. You deserve because you serve. If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait, reach out.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Very shortly, the Eau Claire Cavaliers will take on the Hudson River Rats in a non-league matchup from Carson Park in Eau Claire. The Cavaliers were scheduled to take on the Augusta Athletics on Wednesday. However, weather conditions forced that game to be postponed. Now, the last action for the Cavaliers was on Sunday when the Cavs split their doubleheader with the Jim Falls Sturgeons, winning Game 1 5-2 and dropping the nightcap 2-1. Now, the River Rats played a non-league game against the Stockman's Irish on Tuesday, where they dropped an 11-4 decision. Now, in Game 1 of the Cavalier doubleheader against Jim Falls, the Cavs were led at the plate by Sam Knickerbocker, who went 3 for 3, including a double to lead off the second inning.
And he hits a shot out into left center field. It's over the head and going to roll out to the warning path. Knickerbocker rounds first, and he's going to stand up at second with a leadoff double.
Knickerbocker also singled in the third to drive in 2 runs.
Smith delivers on to right field. Bemnister will score. Erickson will score. Cavs go up 5-0.
Aiden Pankratz started the fireworks of the 5-run third inning with a triple off the wall in left center field.
And Pankratz lets one fly out toward left center, and that one bounces on the warning track. Pankratz headed for third, and the throw not in time. Pankratz in with a stand-up triple.
Picking up the win in Game 1 for the Cavs was Andrew Milner, who went the distance, allowing only 1 earned run on 5 hits. In addition, Milner hit a milestone when he threw his 300th strikeout to the Sturgeons' Carson Bovey in the top of the third.
And he got
that curveball that time.
Yep. Got a strike.
And that is strikeout number 300 for Andrew Milner.
Now in Game 2, the Cavalier bats were stymied by Sturgeon pitcher Jackson Google, who held the Cavaliers to only 3 hits. One of those hits was a double by Riley Gopinski to lead off the third inning.
And gets a hit. Yep, that'll do it. Out to the wall. Stand-up double to left field for Riley Gopinski.
The lone Cavalier run came on an RBI single in the 4th inning by Cavalier newcomer Trent Cornell.
Check back to Yarrington. Pitch delivered. That ball hit out into right field. Drops into short right. Coming around third is Yarrington. And he will score.
So give Cornell a single. He went to second on the play at the plate, but he also picks up an RBI. The lack of Cavalier offense was disappointing, especially when considering the strong pitching performance by Eli Rathke, who ended up taking the loss after giving up 2 runs, but neither of those was earned. Defensively, the Cavaliers turned in 2 top-quality double plays. The first was on a ground ball to Logan Hesselman at first, who fired to Caden Erickson at second, who sent it right back to Hesselman at first for a 3-6-3 double play.
And that ball hit down to first. Throw goes to second for the out, and back to Hesselman for the double play.
That was a real classy 3-6-3 double play. 2 innings later, Xavier Bemnister fielded a grounder to third, fired to Cornell at second, who relayed the ball to Jerome Delikowski at first for an around-the-horn 5-4-3 double play.
That ball hit over to Bemnister. Bemnister throws to second to Cornell, and over to first to Delikowski for the double play.
Now the Hudson River Rats come into tonight's game with an overall record of 6 wins and 2 losses, and they are 5-1 in the St. Croix Valley League. The Rats dropped a non-league game to the Stockman's Irish from South St. Paul 11-4 back on Tuesday. The Rats are consistent at the plate with a team batting average of .293 and are averaging over 9 runs per game. The River Rats are being led by Landon Zulli, who's hitting at a .457 pace, going 16 for 35 and scoring 14 times. He's being followed by Eli Babler with 14 hits and 8 runs scored while averaging .438. Braden Bezanson at .348, Tyler Mattern at .333, and Max Kretovic at .324 round out the Rats, hitting .300 or better. On the mound, the River Rats are being led by Eli Babler, who has posted a 1-0 record in 9 innings pitched without allowing an earned run for an ERA of 0.00. Brody Von Berge follows with an ERA of 2.00 with a 1-1 record in 9 innings pitched. Also picking up wins for the River Rats are Jack Mannanen and Jack Solide. The Cavaliers are being led at the plate by Sam Knickerbocker, who's sporting a .520 batting average, including 5 RBI. He's being followed by Trenton Palmer at .455 with a double, 4 runs scored, and 2 RBI. Logan Hesselman at .381 and Xavier Bemnister at .308 round out the Cavaliers, hitting .300 or better. On the mound, the Cavaliers are being led by Andrew Milner, who has a 3-0 record along with a save in 20 2/3 innings pitched, compiling an ERA of 1.31 with 26 strikeouts. Ladell Torres has a 1.59 ERA in 5 2/3 innings pitched. Eli Rathke is accounted for 2 wins and 1 loss with a 5.91 ERA in 10 2/3 innings. Also picking up a win for the Cavaliers is Mason Yarrington with 1 win, and James Schutte has earned a save. Now coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get manager Ryan Bemnister's perspective as we chat with him on The Ryan Bemnister Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
The Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire presents The Ryan Bemnister Show, where Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister gives us his perspective on today's game. And now, The Ryan Bemnister Show.
Once again, today we're at the Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire, talking with Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. And Ryan, today the Cavaliers will be stepping out of league play when they host the always tough Hudson River Rats. But before we talk about that game, let's take a look back at what's been happening with the Cavaliers.
Nothing.
Kind of. They were slated to play the Augusta Athletics back on Wednesday, and once again, Mother Nature had other ideas, and that game had to be postponed. But back on Sunday, the Cavaliers did play a doubleheader against the Jim Falls Sturgeons, and they split that doubleheader. Your comments about that performance?
Two very good games. We, again, had that long break beforehand, which now I'm not excited about having another break since then, basically, where the bats got cold, and it kind of affected our offense, obviously. Two really good pitching performances by Rathke and Millie, and I wish we would have came out with 2 wins, but we just had some bad luck and untimely not hitting. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's Jim Falls' fun team, and it's a hard team. They're getting better, and we're still in contention, so I'm happy.
And it just proves you can't take any team in the CRBL too lightly.
Nope, not at all. Well, everybody's pretty solid.
Now, in that first game, Andrew Milner, in the process of picking up the win in that game, also achieved a milestone with his 300th career strikeout as a Cavalier. Can you talk a little bit about the stability that Milner brings to the pitching rotation, as well as his leadership characteristics?
Yeah, he's right now for our staff, he's the longest tenured guy on the team for pitching wise, and he brings a role that he learned in college and that he's incorporated into the Cavs and stuff about being a leader, and he's one of those guys that doesn't care about records really or anything. He just likes baseball, loves baseball. He'd do anything for the Cavs and anything for anybody wanted to do for baseball. I know that he's coached a little bit here and there. He's always involved with us when we go to the community to do stuff. So yeah, he's just a wonderful kid. He's been a blessing to have him, and I just wish the best for him.
Now the Cavaliers are also really fortunate to have one of the leading, if not the leading, catcher in the Chippewa River Baseball League with Sam Knickerbocker. Not only is he valuable for his defensive skill, but he showed the value of a hot bat on Sunday, and he's always smiling.
Yeah.
Fill us in on his abilities to lead this team.
He's a natural-born leader. He's been playing baseball since I can remember. I've known him since he was back in Babe Ruth and things like that. So we're just really happy to have him on the team. I know he's a Cavalier for life, which is a really important thing. He really takes it close to the heart for this team, and would do anything for him, and it helps that he's got a really good bat, and it helps that he's a good, natural-born leader for behind the plate, because we need somebody like that that can hold up the pitching staff. He wants to catch every single game. We tried for a couple years to get him backups, but he basically refuses to have a backup at all. And as a matter of fact, the last time he caught against Hudson, he was deathly ill, and he would refuse to came out of the game that day, even though it rained and it was crappy up there and stuff like that. But yeah, I love the kid. I ran into him twice in this little break. He's getting ice cream with his mom the other night, and I'm a block down the road, and I can just hear him yelling, "Ryan, hey, Coach Ryan, who the hell is this?" And I look, oh, it's Sammy. So, it's just a nice guy to have on the team. It's just he fits in with everybody else. Everybody in this team is great. It's just we have these good leaders, and Millie with the staff, and Sam when we're on the field, and Cole and Caden when in the dugout and stuff like that. So it's just a good mesh.
The catchers are kind of a different breed. They're an extra tough kind of person because they get battered by the ball. I mean, yeah, they try to put a glove on it every time, but that doesn't always work. And they're down in the dirt and everything. And if you question whether they're down in the dirt, just look at Sam's uniform.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he washes it, but you can't tell. If you didn't know this, he caught over 30 games for St. Mary's this last year too, and just rolled right into our season like nothing. Like he isn't tired, he isn't sore, he isn't nothing going on. So, yeah, he'll get dirty for us for sure, and he'll always want to take the ball. So,
and make great plays at the plate. If a ball coming in from the outfield and there's a runner coming to the plate, my money's on Sam.
Oh yeah, 100%, especially with the speed of our outfield, our agility of those guys to throw guys out of home plate. So it's good to have a guy that you can have confidence in to put the tag down.
Now today the Cavaliers are going to take on the Hudson River Rats, who have been somewhat of a thorn in the side of the Cavaliers, as the River Rats have won the last 4 matchups between these two teams. What can you tell us about the River Rats?
Again, Chris got that team dialed in there, and they're close to the cities. They're able to kind of get a few more of those extra players and things in there, and that are a little bit tougher to face. Collegiately, Division I, Division II type guys. They've always been good. They hit the ball well. They field the ball well. They're well coached. It's a fun game that we like to set up every year. I like to do a home and away with those guys. It didn't work out that way this year. We just got one coming here. But they're a fun team to play because they're so good, and that's the level of competition you will see in the WBA. And that's why I want to kind of get a couple of the WBA teams to come play so that we can get the guys used to what they're going to see. It's a little bit step up or two from the CRBL when you get to WBA, because it's taking the best of the CRBL, and now it's a whole league, another tournament.
And that St. Croix Valley League is loaded with both Hudson and River Falls, and now it looks like New Richmond is up there challenging. Prescott is playing well.
We got New Richmond on the schedule too, so
yeah, and so we're
doing the right thing.
Hands full.
Yeah, and we want to do it that way because you don't get any better, going and playing teams that you can beat up on 20-0. It doesn't make any sense. There's not a lot of those teams out there to begin with, but it's better learning tool and preparing you for the next level of WBA baseball if you play the better teams now.
So it's going to be a tough one. Who's getting the call to the mound?
Well, we're actually going to go with an ex-River Rat.
I was thinking, I bet that's the way it's going to work out.
We're going to go Shooty. He wants the ball against that team. So we'll go a mixture of Shooty and Yarrington tonight, knowing full well that this is non-conference. We're not going to we don't want to burn up those arms to begin with. We don't play again until Wednesday, but we don't want to throw 150 pitches and 150 pitches tonight with those two guys. So we're going to kind of mix those guys up a little bit and then maybe throw a couple other guys into it, so we can keep the arms fresh going into more league play next week, Wednesday and Saturday.
Well, Ryan, good luck on today's game. Hopefully, the Cavaliers can find their way back onto the winning track against the Rats.
Hope so.
You've been tuned to the Ryan Bempnister Show, presented by the Goat Coffee House on Water Street in Eau Claire, with Cavalier manager Ryan Bempnister's outlook on today's game. Stay tuned. More of In the Dugout is coming right up.
No. Turn it down. Turn it off. Get a hand. Lose the bells and whistles. Drive without distractions.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. We're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's non-league battle between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Hudson River Rats. Now, on Wednesday, the CRBL had 3 games scheduled. However, due to storms that moved through the area, the game with the Cavaliers and the Augusta Athletics, the Beef River Bullfrogs at the Eau Claire Bears, as well as the Bloomer Woodticks at the Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks were all postponed. Now, coming into tonight, the Chippewa River Baseball League standings are as follows. In the South Division, the Whitehall Whitetails are in first place with a 6-2 record. They're being followed by the Eau Claire Cavaliers at 4-3 and a game and a half off the pace. In third place are the Beef River Bullfrogs at 5-4 and also just a game and a half out. The Osseo Merchants sit in fourth at 3-3 and 2 games back, while the Eau Claire Bears are in fifth and 3 games behind, with the Augusta Athletics holding down sixth. In the North Division, first place belongs to the 5-1 Cadott Red Sox. Second place finds the Tilden Tigers, who at 8-2 are actually a game ahead of the Red Sox, but trail by percentage points. In third place are the Jim Falls Sturgeons, who are 1.5 games out, while in fourth place we find the 2-4 Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks, and the Bloomer Woodticks sit in fifth. Now tonight, the Chippewa River Baseball League has 2 games scheduled, as well as 1 non-league game. We find the Tilden Tigers traveling to the Cadott High School baseball field to face the Cadott Red Sox, and the Osseo Merchants will welcome the Whitehall Whitetails to John Soiney Field in Osseo. In non-league action, it will be the Eau Claire Cavaliers playing host to the Hudson River Rats at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get to know one of this season's Cavalier players on Cavalier Profile. You're tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
We come from a long line of farmers, and there's a sense of pride, but there's also a significant amount of pressure.
Farmers have to take care of their physical and their mental health, because what's a farm without a farmer?
Watching the sun come up, that's my time. I can have a cup of coffee, and every day is a new opportunity.
That's cool. Your hand's gotten so
Yay!
Don't forget to check in on yourself. Love your mind.
Time now to get to know a Cavalier player on Cavalier Profile. We'll get to know a little better who plays on this year's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball team. And now, Cavalier Profile.
Today on Cavalier Profile, we're talking with Xavier Bemnister. And Xavier, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, different levels of ball that you've played, and so on.
Well, I grew up here in Eau Claire. I played at North High School, and after that I went up to St. Paul to play at Hamlin University, and now I'm staying up there, living there over the school year, and then back here for the summers. And I coach a baseball team up there too, St. Paul Academy, so I've had a lot of fun doing that the last couple of years.
So when you're not playing baseball or coaching baseball, what are some other things that keep you interested or keep you occupied?
I play a lot of golf too. I like to stay outside, do some hiking a little bit, but I love golf.
Do you ever have a concern that the playing golf could mess up your baseball swing?
I do think that sometimes, but I feel like when my golf swing's at its best, my baseball swing's at its best too, which is kind of weird.
And you're a career 300 hitter, and so it hasn't messed it up too much. So,
that's good.
All right, our signature questions. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
I'm going to go cookies. Peanut butter cookies.
Peanut butter cookies. Okay. Is there anybody that makes the special ones for you? Or?
Yep. Ryan, my dad right here at the coffee shop, makes the best peanut butter cookies.
I've heard people rave about those.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, okay. All right, burgers, brats, or hot dogs?
Ooh, burgers. Brats is a close one, but I'm going to go burger.
And what do you want on that burger?
Ketchup, pickles, mayo, maybe a little lettuce.
Okay, kind of a California burger kind of deal. Okay. And your favorite major league team?
The Brewers.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. If you could sit down with any person in baseball history, whether it's a current player, former player, baseball personality of some type, who might that be and why?
For me, it'd have to be Ichiro Suzuki. Just growing up, I loved watching him play. He's just a great guy to watch. Singles hitter, had one of the best arms from the outfield. That'd be the pick for me, yeah.
Okay. Now, if you had a superpower, what do you think that might be?
It's got to be super speed.
Super speed.
Yeah.
Steal those bases more easily, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you had super speed, you have to have a superhero name to go with that.
Yeah.
And so, what's yours?
Well, I've had a lot of gym coaches or baseball coaches just call me the X-Man, so I think
the X-Man. Okay. Yeah. All right. And delivering the X factor. And yeah. Okay. All right. We're talking with Xavier Bemnister today on Cavalier Profile. And how about a shout out to family and friends that come and watch you play?
Yeah, well, I'll give a quick shout out to my dad, obviously, who coaches.
Yeah, he's there every day.
Yeah. And then my mom and sister are always there at the stadium helping out, and my grandparents show up every game.
Yeah, in fact, your sister has helped us out with some of the broadcasts, and she does outstanding work too. Yeah. So she is as good to our broadcast as you are to the team. So, remind us now, what number do you wear, and where are we going to find you on the field? That might be a little bit of a mystery this year.
Yeah, well, we're number 4, and it's been a mixture of some center field, some third base, and we play Friday. You might see me on the pitching mound. So.
You never know.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We want to thank Xavier Bemnister for joining us today on Cavalier Profile. Coming up next, more of In the Dugout.
This has been Cavalier Profile, where we get to know a little better who plays on the Cavalier baseball team. Stay tuned, more In the Dugout coming right up.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Today, following rotten weather in 2 out of the past 3 Cavalier dates, the Cavaliers will take on the always tough Hudson River Rats in a non-league contest from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Today, the Cavaliers would like to snap a 4-game losing streak to the River Rats. The last time the Cavaliers defeated the Rats was just over 4 years ago, back in 2022, when the Cavs won 5-3. So we have exciting baseball coming your way, and we'll have all the action of today's game for you right here on NLWN-TV. Now in just a moment, I'll join our broadcast crew at the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility in historic Carson Park in Eau Claire as we get ready for today's matchup between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Hudson River Rats. That's all coming up next. You've been tuned to In the Dugout on NLWN-TV.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
School, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
It just feels hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
And I'll try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundedouttogether.org.
You've been watching the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Stay tuned! Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
NLWN-TV presents Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Under the lights, where legends are born, diamond warriors with heart that's worn, uniform shining, proud on the field, a title to win, a promise revealed, every pitch thrown, every swing that we take, together we rise, oh make no mistake, with bats and with balls.
Follow the Cavaliers all season long as they strive for another Chippewa River Baseball League title.
Cavaliers striving, hear the crowd roar, seeking a title, we're hungry for more, every base we run, every cheer that we hear, united we stand, with nothing to fear.
So now, let's go out to the ballpark in today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game.
The stakes, this is our moment, let's make no mistake.
And good evening, and welcome to historic Carson Park
And now,
and
starting
the
lineup for
Marine
New Orleans.
Credit Union broadcast facility. Rick Olson here, along with Jay Fall, Dan Petchow on the computer, and Lily Sinnett on the camera tonight. And we are getting ready for the Cavaliers to take on the Hudson River Rats. Cavs come into tonight's game with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses overall, and the River Rats are 7-2. And we're going to turn it over to stadium announcer Steve Kent for the rest of the starting lineups for tonight and tonight's national anthem.
Number 10, Logan Kesselman. Hitting 6th, the left fielder, number 2, Aiden Pankratz. Hitting 7th, the extra hitter, number 28, Ashton Kroll. Batting 8th, the designated hitter, number 44, the big sexy Jerome Galakowski. Batting 9th, the second baseman, number 25, Trent Cornell.
And batting 10th, the right fielder, number 22, Trenton Palmer. And pitching for Eau Claire is number 32, James Schutte. The Cavaliers are managed by the Coffee Goat Ryan Bemister. He is assisted by Brian Meyer and tonight's manager, the Rhino, Brian Page. Let's give a warm welcome to our officials for tonight's game. On the bases, Mr. Rick Prince. And behind home plate, Sir Dennis Whiteside. Now, would you please rise if you are able, remove your hats, and honor America for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Jenna Cyberling.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there of the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and our home of the brave.
That's Jenna Cyberling with tonight's national anthem here at Carson Park. And while the Cavaliers get warmed up and ready to get this game started, let's turn it over to Jay Fall because he's going to fill you in on those starting lineups.
Thanks, Rick. For the Hudson River Rats, the leadoff batter is Matt Kratovics. He is the first baseman. Batting second is Landon Zuli, the shortstop. Eli Babler batting third and is playing center field. Isaiah Grankorvitz is playing third base and batting cleanup. Fifth position by Braden Benzanson, and he's the left fielder. Kurt Solheed, the designated hitter, is in the sixth position. Mitch Lewis, the catcher, is batting seventh. Jack Solheed is the second baseman, and he is batting eighth. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Mitchell Anderson. For the Cavaliers, and pitching for the River Rats is Aiden Eckert. For the Cavaliers, leading off will be Tillman, the center fielder, Xavier Bemnister, the third baseman, batting second, shortstop Caden Erickson in third, and the cleanup hitter is Sam Knickerbocker, the catcher. Batting fifth is Logan Hesselman, the first baseman. Aiden Pankratz, the left fielder, is in sixth. Batting seventh is extra hitter Ashton Kroll, and Jerome Delikowski, the designated hitter, number 8, and Trent Cornell, the second baseman, and Trenton Palmer rounds out the lineup for the Cavs, and he's playing right field. Rick?
And stepping in to the batter's box is Max Kratovics, and the first pitch from James Schutte is a called strike. Schutte wanted this game really badly because last year he played for the Hudson River Rats. And the next pitch is just inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one missed outside. 2 balls and a strike to Max Kratovics. I think we're close on that pronunciation. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Shuey looks in and delivers. That's inside. Count goes full to Kriktovics. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 3 called. And Kratovics goes down looking, and he had a little chat with Landon Zuli about what to look for. As Zuli steps to the plate, he comes into the game batting .457. That pitch is a little high for a ball. Nope, he called it a strike. He's just a little late with the hand sign. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Shooting into the wind and the pitch outside. One ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. That one missed low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball over to Erickson at short. He does not field it cleanly, and it's going to be safe at first. I'm going to wait and see. Yeah, they do give Erickson the error.
Back third for Hudson. The center fielder is number 1. Eli
So that's
Babler.
going to bring up Eli Babler. Babler batting .438. The Hudson River Rats are a good hitting team. As a team, they come into the game, and that first pitch is a called strike. They're batting .293. And the pitch swung on a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Babler. And the pitch, that's inside. One and 2 is the count. And the pitch, that's outside. As Euchre would have said on that one, just a bit outside. That's appropriate since he played at this field for a couple seasons.
Sure.
There's a ground ball through the hole out into right field. Rounding second, heading over to third, and checking in there is Zuli as Babler singles to right. That's going to bring up Isaiah Grankorvitz. Grankorvitz is batting .600, but he's got limited at-bats. I believe it said he has a total of 5. He's 3 for 5. There's a strike on the outside corner. Grankorvitz playing third base. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And that's a called strike again on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Chopper foul. And Grankorvitz had a tough time getting out of the batter's box. Took a dirt bath. Sam Knickerbocker stopped to make sure he was okay. Probably the only thing hurt there is his pride. Count holds at 0-2. That one's inside, almost came down over the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there's a chopper foul right at the plate. Still 1 and 2. We're in the top of the first inning. Hudson River Rats at the plate. Shooty looking over at first. Runner goes, pitches inside, throw it on to second, and they got him at second. Run does come in to score. So Babler is out, caught stealing. And it's a stolen base by Landon Zuli to score the run. So the River Rats on top, 1-0, 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So for the Hudson River Rats, they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 Cavalier error and nobody left on base. We played a half inning. It's Hudson 1 and the Cavaliers coming to bat on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
And we head into the bottom half of the first inning, and the acting manager tonight, Brian Maher, said make sure to let everybody know that we started this game on time. It was scheduled to start at 7:30, and that's when it started. I think he just wants to make sure that everybody knows that even if Ryan Bemnister is attending a wedding, we can still get the game on time. We do have a score in other action tonight, in CRBL action. In the second inning, it's the Osseo Merchants 2 and the Whitehall Whitetails nothing. That's after 2. Brayton Tillman at the plate. The first pitch is high for a ball. Tillman comes into the game batting .280. Two balls and a strike now to Tillman. Have another score in CRBL action as the Tilden Tigers leading the Cadott Red Sox 2-0 in the second. That one missed outside. 3 balls and a strike. That inside, ball 4. So Tillman draws the walk. That Tilden Cadott game is a battle for first place in the CRBL North. Xavier Bemnister coming to the plate, batting .308. Aiden Eckert, don't confuse him with the Cavalier pitcher Aiden Ecker like I did earlier today. He's on the mound for the River Rats. He has an 0-0 record with a 5.40 earned run average. He's only got 5 innings in. That one's fouled back into the screen. And in those 5 innings, he does have 10 strikeouts. One ball and 1 strike to Bemnister. Eckert looks over at first and delivers. That's down low for a ball. Eckert at the belt, and he delivers. Fouled off the right field line.
That foul ball brought to you by Madison Street Auto Body.
And the pitch. That's high for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-1, I think, is the count. And the pitch, runner goes. That one's fouled away. Now it's 3-2.
That ball brought to you by Auto Vision Center.
So a full count. Tillman thinking about heading down to second. And the pitch. And a strike call. Bemnister thought that he drew the walk, but he goes down looking. That'll bring up Caden Erickson, the shortstop. Caden comes into the game batting .290.
Number 6, Caden Erickson.
Tillman with his lead at first. And the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Eckert looks at first. Another glance over there. Now the pitch. Swung and a miss, strike 2. This is a breaking ball that Erickson just couldn't find. He had the timing about right. He just couldn't find it. 0-2 is the count. Runner goes. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Throw it on to second. And Tillman is in at second. But there's 2 down. That'll bring up Sam Knickerbocker, leading the team in hitting, batting .520.
Cavaliers, the catcher, number 35, the Energizer, Sam Knickerbocker.
And the pitch, swung on a miss, strike 1. Eckert looks over at second, now delivers. Swung and fouled away at the plate. 0-2 is the count. Eckert toes the rubber. Goes to the belt. And the 0-2 pitch. That's outside. He thought he had strike 3. He wanted that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away down the third base line. So the count holds at 1-2. 2 down. Brayton Tillman on second. The pitch to Knickerbocker. A chopper over towards second. Picked up, fired to first in time. So lead over to Crate Ovix. Or something like that for the third out of the inning. For the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits. There were no errors and one left on base. We've played an inning, and it's the Hudson River Rats 1, Cavaliers nothing on NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
Welcome back to Carson Park and the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. Top of the second inning, due up for the Hudson River Rats are Braden Bezanson, Eddie Gray, and Mitch Lewis.
Leading off top of the second for the Hudson River Rats. Left fielder number 22, Braden Bezanson.
And the first pitch from Schutte. Line shot right into the glove of Caden Erickson. One pitch, one out. It's going to bring up Eddie Gray. We don't have a record of any at-bats for Eddie Gray this season.
32 designated hitter, Eddie Gray.
And the pitch. Missed outside for a ball. And the pitch. That's high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out. Schutte into his motion and delivers. That's high and outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Eddie Gray. And the 3-0 pitch. And that was inside for ball 4. So Gray draws the walk. That's first walk given up by Schutte. It's going to bring up Mitch Lewis, comes into the game batting. 294. And that pitch is inside for a ball. Schutte looks at first and now deliver. That's way outside for a ball. All of a sudden, James Schutte struggling finding the strike zone. Two balls, no strikes to Mitch Lewis. And the 2-0 pitch, that's outside. 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch, outside, ball 4. 8 straight balls being delivered by James Schutte, puts 2 runners on base.
Number 6, the second baseman, Jack Solheim.
That's going to bring up Jack Solheim. The second baseman comes into the game batting 184. That was just a little high. That's ball 9. And there's a strike. That snapped the streak. 1 ball, 1 strike to Solheide. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And the pitch. That's outside. Count goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on. We're in the top of the second. And the pitch. Just a little bit low. That didn't miss by much. So the count is full. And the pitch. High pop foul. It's going to be out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by the Gold Coffee House, your friendly neighborhood coffee shop.
Bounced it off the ramp, coming off the first baseline.
The handicapped access ramp. There's a hard hit foul ball down the third baseline. So the count still holds at 3-2. Schutte looks over at second and now delivers. Outside for ball 4. He's walked the bases loaded. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Mitch Anderson. He's batting .091 on the season. Knickerbocker wants to have a little bit of a talk with Schutte. They covered everything they wanted to cover. So as Sam Knickerbocker steps in behind the plate, gets down in his catcher's position. Base is loaded. That pitch is inside to Mitch Anderson. And the pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, that's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put him. And the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul back into the screen. Count remains 2-2. Max Kretovics on deck. And the pitch. Fouled again back into the screen. Schutte at the belt. And he delivers. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Back to the top of the order. Max Kretovics. He went down looking his first time up. Eddie Gray on third. That's a called strike on the inside corner. Mitch Lewis is on second. Jack Solheid is on first. And the pitch. Fly ball out towards center field. Tillman coming on hard. He's not going to get there. 2 runs are going to come in. Throw over to third. And he's in safely. So Solheid is safe at third. And coming in to score with a 2 RBI double is Max Kredovics.
Landon Zuli.
Landon Zuli at the plate. 2 down. And that pitch is high and inside. And that's high and away. Ball 2. Runners at second and third. 2 out. Solheid's at third. That's high and inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Kredovics is at second. Schutte delivers. And that's a called strike at the letters. That's the get me over pitch. 3-1 pitch. And that's a called strike right down the middle of the plate. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That missed outside for ball 4. That's the 4th walk of the inning given up by Schutte. Eli Babler steps to the plate. He singled his first time up. And there's a high pop-up in the infield. Erickson is under it, and he makes the catch. So, the River Rats pick up a couple of runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 were left on base. So we've played an inning and a half, and it's the Hudson River Rats 3, Cavaliers nothing on NLWN-TV.
I can't bounce. Oh my God. Wait, look. Wait, look at me.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
And we're back here at Carson Park, the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. There's some cars down in the parking lot revving their engines and getting things rolling for them. We've got baseball going on here. A totally wholesome sport. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Cavaliers is Logan Hesselman. He's going to be followed by Aiden Pankratz and Ashton Kroll. First pitch is low for a ball. Hesselman comes into the game batting .381. And that's down low. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a strike on the outside edge.
2 balls and a strike. And there's a fly ball out towards left field, and it's going to fall foul over into the Whipfley fan zone over there.
Located on the shores of Lima Lake in New Albert, Wisconsin.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one was down low, got away from the catcher, almost bounced high enough for Dan to try to make a reach out there to get it. And Lily had a handle on him there. She was going to hold him back from jumping out the window. Yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full. And the pitch. There's a shot out into left field for a base hit. Hesselman's going to check in at first. That's the first hit for the Cavaliers. It's going to bring up Aiden Pankratz, batting .238.
Batting 6 for the Cavaliers. Number 2, left fielder, Aiden Pankratz.
Eckert delivers, and it's a strike on the inside corner. Hesselman with his lead at first. Eckert delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And he chased one that may have been a little bit outside the zone. And the pitch. A looper, and it falls in, and throw over to second. They overthrow the base, and everybody's going to be safe. I think that's going to go as a hit for the Cavaliers. Yes, and that's the way the official scorer put it. So Pankratz singles. Hesselman checks in at second. And the extra hitter, Ashton Kroll, batting .176. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Fastball that time from Eckert. And the pitch. Foul back into the screen. Eckert at the belt. And he delivers. That's outside. A ball and 2 strikes to Ashton Kroll. And the pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eckert's 2-2 pitch. That's outside. The count is full. Nobody out. 2 runners on for the Cavs. And there's a looper out into right field, being caught by the right fielder. Throw over to first, and they double off Pankratz. So Kroll flies out to right, and Pankratz is thrown out 9-3. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jerome Delikowski. Hesselman still on second.
And a foul back into the screen.
Oh.
We have a lot of motorized activity going on in the park tonight. Swing and a miss, strike two. Yeah, that off-speed pitch that time had Delikowski way out in front of it. When that happens, you end up looking like you're just waving goodbye. Eckert at the belt. The 0-2 pitch. That's down in the dirt. One ball and two strikes.
Yes! Oh, man.
Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch. Outside. Ball three. Trent Cornell is on deck for the Cavs. And the pitch. Fly ball foul off the right side.
That ball brought to you by the Westside Bar and Grill, official sponsor of the Eau Claire Cavaliers.
Eckert at the belt, looks over at second. The payoff pitch. Line shot out into center field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score is going to be Hesselman, as Jerome Delikowski gets an RBI single to center field. And that puts the Cavs on the board. And Trent Cornell comes to the plate. That pitch is outside.
Puts the Cavs in the lead for hits. Out hitting the River Rats 3-2 at this point.
It's too bad that doesn't count on the scoreboard. There's a foul back. Trent Cornell comes into the game batting .250. He's a recent addition to the Cavaliers. First played in the doubleheader against the Jim Fall Sturgeons. That pitch is outside. He was also a very timely addition because he plays second base, and with the injury to Riley Gopinski in that doubleheader, he just stepped right in. The 2-1 pitch swung on a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Delikowski on first. And the pitch, that's high and away. Count is full. This will be traveling time for Jerome Delikowski.
And Jerome's taken a lead there a few times off the bag at first.
They aren't even holding him now. Delikowski takes off, but a swing and a miss for strike 3. So for the Cavaliers, they did pick up 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 1 was left on base. We've played 2, and it's the River Rats 3, Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, June 17th, when the Cavaliers take on the Beef River Bullfrogs from Spangenberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:30 p.m. That's Cavalier Baseball on Wednesday, June 17th on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum. Located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
The Chippewa Valley Museum will be open on July 4th, free of charge, so you can visit the U.S. at 2:50 on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. In addition, you can enjoy the Carson Park scavenger hunt, the patriotic model railroading layout, outdoor games, the noon flag raising, and ice cream parlor specials. For more information, call the museum 715-834-7871.
We head into the third inning, and leading off is Isaiah Grankorvitz for the Hudson River Rats. And that pitch is outside for a ball. And that one's inside. Almost got Grankorvitz that time. Grankorvitz struck out his first time up. 2 balls, no strikes. Schutte winds and delivers. That's a belt buckle polisher. 3-0 is the count. And that one missed outside. That's the 5th walk of the night given up by Schutte. You know, Jay, I remember back in the days of the old Metrodome in the Twin Cities when you'd walk a batter up on the scoreboard, it would say, "Walks will haunt," and it's absolutely the truth. That pitch is outside for a ball. The 2 runs that were scored last inning for the River Rats got on base via the walk. That's high and away. Another ball. Three balls, no strikes, and that's outside for ball 4. And we have Ryan Page heading out to talk to James Schutte. No activity going on in the Cavalier bullpen. Due up will be Eddie Gray. By the way, in the 4th inning now, it's the Osseo Merchants leading the Whitehall Whitetails 3-0.
Yeah, Schutte having a tough time finding the zone against his former team.
He's not missing by a lot. At least most of them are not missing by a lot.
Now back to the River Rats designated hitter, Eddie Gray.
By the way, that Tilden Cadott game is still 2-0 in favor of the Tilden Tigers. That's also in the 4th inning. Eddie Gray at the plate. He walked, scored a run. And that pitch was low for a ball. And that was inside. 2 balls, no strikes. That's, I believe, 10 straight balls.
Yes.
And the pitch. There's a line shot out towards left field. It's going to fall foul in the Cavalier bullpen.
That foul ball brought to you by NLWN-TV. Follow the Cavaliers all season long on YouTube at NLWN-TV.
Yeah, very nice of Steve Kent to credit that foul ball to us.
Had some distance on it.
Yeah. If we're going to get credited with a foul ball, it's going to be a worthy one.
Way down the third baseline.
And the 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over towards second, just beyond the outreach glove of Cornell. And everybody advances one base.
The catcher, Mitch Lewis.
That's going to bring up Mitch Lewis. He also walked his first time up and came around and scored. So the bases are now loaded with nobody out. Now we do have some activity heading down into the bullpen. Mason Yarrington going down there to warm up. Swing and a miss for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Line shot out into left field. Coming in is Pankratz. He makes the catch. Runner tags. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's a little high. They can't make the tag. Knickerbocker made a really good attempt at it. He got up high in the air and came sweeping down with it and just couldn't quite get the tag. So it's going to be a sacrifice fly for Lewis.
Second baseman, Jack Solheim.
Brings up Jack Solheim. The other 2 runners stayed put. And the first pitch is high and inside. 1 out, 1 in, 2 on. And the 1-0 pitch is coming up. Here it comes. Just missed a little bit low, I believe. Denny Whiteside calling balls and strikes. There's a high pop-up. Cornell dropping back. He reaches up, makes the catch. Out in right field. That'll bring up Mitch Anderson. He struck out looking his last time up. 2 down. And the pitch, that missed outside for a ball. Shooty delivers, that missed outside, ball 2. Oh, he called it a strike. Denny Whiteside's a little bit slow with that hand coming up. And that's strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Shooty delivers. Fly ball out towards right field. Palmer circling under it, makes the catch. So for the Hudson River Rats, 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 were left on base. So we have now played 2.5, and it's the River Rats 4, Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, is your destination for your next fishing or hunting adventure. With 20 rooms available including condos and RV spots, Sunset House Motel and RV Park is the place where outdoor sports people stay when they're looking for fishing and hunting adventure. Sunset House Motel and RV Park is located only a few blocks from the dock and is within walking distance to all the local restaurants. Call them at 956-944 2182 to book your stay. That's Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Back here in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility, heading into the bottom of the third inning. Hey, you're watching on YouTube, watching the Cavaliers play. Make sure you subscribe to our channel there, and then send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. And there's a ground ball out into right field by Trent Palmer. Trent Palmer came into the game batting .455, and he's helping his batting average there. Back to the top of the order, Brayton Tillman. He drew a walk his first time up. Eckert delivers. That's high and inside. Palmer looked like he was thinking he didn't need a shave, and maybe Eckert thought he did. And the pitch. Foul ball off on the right side. That's kind of over where my truck is parked.
Trees probably knocked it down. Right in the pines back there.
Yeah, I'm kind of under a tree. That's what I'm hoping happened. Now, Dan's car is over there, and he has a history of getting hit. The pitch. That's high for a ball. Two balls and a strike to Brayton Tillman. Palmer has the lead. There's a strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 2-2. Eckert looks at first and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike three. That's going to bring up Xavier Bemnister. He struck out his first time up, struck out looking on a pitch that he thought was ball four. And Denny Whiteside said, nope, it was a strike. Palmer with his lead. There's a high pop foul on the right side, and it's out of play.
That ball brought to you by Play Against Sports, located at 3015 East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire.
So, no balls and a strike. Eckert looks over at first and delivers. Foul back. 0-2 is now the count. And the pitch. That's outside. One ball, two strikes. Aiden Eckert on the mound. Gave me a bit of a start because the Cavs have an Aiden Ecker on their roster. The pitch is outside. And at first I couldn't remember if our Aiden Ecker has a T at the end of his name, and I was very confused. Asked Ryan Bemnister about that, and he set me straight. 2-2 is the count. Foul back into the screen. There's that mystery noise you were talking about, Jay. That's the ball rolling up the screen as our crowd mic is out there. And the pitch, strike three called. And again, Bemnister can't believe that. He has some words for Denny Whiteside as he walks away. That's the second time he's gone down on one that he thought was inside. That's going to bring up Caden Erickson. And that's a ball low. Erickson struck out his first time up. Runner goes, and it was inside. Just barely missed Erickson. Palmer did get down to second. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a fly ball out towards right field. It's hooking foul, and it's going to land in the River Rats bullpen. Two balls and a strike.
That ball brought to you by Burger King Eau Claire. 4 locations: South Hastings Way, Gulf Road, North Carolina Avenue, and Highway 312.
Cavs with a runner in scoring position. That's Trenton Palmer. And we have time called. Now everybody steps back into where they belong. And the pitch. Foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Sam Knickerbocker on deck. Eckert looks in. And the pitch. That's high. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. To Caden Erickson. And the payoff pitch. That's outside for ball 4. Eckert thought he got strike 3, but he didn't. So the Cavs have 2 runners on, with Sam Knickerbocker coming to the plate. He grounded to second his first time up. And the pitch is high. A ball and no strikes. Eckert looks over at second and delivers. And that's a strike called. One ball and 1 strike. 2 runners on, 2 out. And the pitch. Check swing. Inside. They appeal. And he says strike. Rick Prince said strike. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll be honest, I think that's what it was. I think Knickerbocker went around. And the pitch. That's high. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of 2s out there right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. And the pitch. That's high for ball 3. So it's going to be traveling time now. Palmer's at second. Erickson at first. Eckert looks. Runners go. Fly ball foul on the left side, out of play. Off the bleachers.
Providing the Chippewa Valley with quality print services for over 20 years.
3-2 the count. Eckert looking in, looks over at second. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball over towards second. Throw to first. It's in time. So Knickerbocker again grounds out second to first. And the Cavaliers come up with no runs on one hit. There were no errors, and 2 were left on base. We've played 3, and it's the River Rats 4, Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, August 17th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers, the Sand Creek Nine, and the St. Croix Steps from an old-fashioned county fair in Cameron, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, August 17th on NLWN2.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
And the score update for you in the 5th inning. It's the Osseo Merchants leading the Whitehall Whitetails 3-2. That's in the 5th inning. And to take us through the middle innings here is Jay Fall.
Thanks, Rick. Well, did check the radar. We were kind of wondering. They were mentioning rain on the way, and there's a good-size storm out toward the west, or activity, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, it looks like right around just west of Menominee. Some significant, there's a big green blob out there on my radar.
That's a meteorological really term, yes.
Yeah,
big
absolutely.
Green blob
Is a meteorological. I learned that, yes.
So we're at the top of the order in the 4th inning for the Hudson River Rats. Max Kretovics struck out and had a two-run double.
And I think that's the 4th way we've pronounced that name, and I'm not sure which one's right.
Well, you know who we're talking about. And that ball hit out to center field, and underneath to get it is Tillman for the first out.
The shortstop, Landon Zuli.
So shortstop Landon Zuli, the second batter in the order for the River Rats, is up, and he got on by an error in the 1st inning and walked in the 2nd inning. Hudson leads 4-1 over the Cavaliers. That pitch, strike 1, caught the outside corner. James Schutte still in that pitcher, and that one off the screen for strike 2. Schutte looks, delivers. That ball hit sharply over to Erickson, and Erickson trouble handling it, and that is going to be, looks like the second error for the Cavaliers.
And it's the second error on Erickson, and both of them were via Zuli.
Yeah, that in the 1st inning. So now batting Eli Babler, he's the center fielder. Thrown out as part of a double play in the 1st inning, and popped up to the shortstop in the 2nd. So Zuli, the lone base runner. Schutte checks the sign, delivers. That one catches the outside edge for strike 1. 1-1. Delivery, runner goes, the throw to second, and he got under the tag.
Oh, boy, I'm not sure about that. Rick Prince said he was safe. Erickson looked like he put the tag on. The tag was high on the body, and Prince said he got in under it. And maybe he did, because he's right there a lot closer than I am. I don't see a whole lot of argument coming from Caden Erickson.
No. And that pitch hit out into center field, left field. Pankratz under it for the second out of the inning for the River Rats. So third baseman Isaiah Grenkorvitz now steps to the plate. He walked in the third inning and struck out in the first. So Zuli on second, the only base runner. Schutte delivers that pitch outside, ball one. River Rats have scored in every inning so far. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. That pitch outside for ball two. 2-0. River Rats with 2 outs. We're in the top of the fourth. Hudson leads the Cavaliers 4-1. Schutte checks Zuli at second. And that ball hit to the first base side. Getting under it is Hesselman, and that retires the side. So in the fourth inning for the River Rats, no runs, no hits, 1 Cavalier error, and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 3.5 innings of play. The Hudson River Rats 4, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
to learn more or to help financially, would find us on Facebook or www.janakelly.com.
2 up for the Cavaliers in the fourth inning. 5th, 6th, and 7th batters, starting with Logan Hesselman, the first baseman. And he had a base hit in the second inning. And another nice shot out to center field, and getting underneath it is Anderson for the first out. Aiden Pankratz now up.
Our camera person, Lily, was really questioning that play at second where Erickson thought he got the tag on, and she pulled it up on her phone and stopped the image. And when Erickson put the tag on, he was about 1.5 feet short of the base. So, yeah, Rick Prince missed that call.
Inside for ball one. One ball, one strike.
Lily's on top of things.
Yep.
She got that shot.
Yep.
No, Lily said like a hawk, but no, it's like an osprey.
And a foul tip goes back into the screen for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And with the lights on, it's kind of hard to see what's going on in the osprey nest out there. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs for the Cavaliers in their 4th inning. Coming to bat now is Ashton Kroll, the extra hitter, and he flew out to right field the last time he was up in the 2nd inning.
The extra hitter is Ashton Kroll.
He hit one that everybody thought was going to fall in, and the runners took off, and it ended up being a double play because right fielder came in and made a ankle-high catch and then fired it first to double off Pankratz.
First pitch caught the inside corner. Counts 0-1, and now swing and a miss. 0-2 to Ashton Kroll. Lily Sonette on the camera. Dan Petshaw is our producer on the computer tonight. That pitch high. Executive producer Rick Olson. And I'm Jay Fall. And that ball bounces loose. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the top of the 4th was the first inning in this game that the River Rats did not score a run. And that pitch very outside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Aiden Eckert is the pitcher, the wind, and the delivery. That one fouled off back into the screen.
Yeah.
Still full count. Join us Wednesday, June 17th on NLWN-TV as we bring you the Cavaliers traveling to Spangbird Field in Strum to take on the Beef River Bullfrogs in a CRBL matchup. And that pitch low for ball 4 and a free base for Ashton Kroll. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with the In the Dugout show, followed by all the live play-by-play action. Cavalier baseball Wednesday night at Strum, right here on NLWN-TV. Jerome Delikowski steps to the plate now. He had an RBI single in the 2nd. Hit one out to center field. 2 outs for the Cavs in the bottom of the 4th. Eckert looks, delivers. Jerome swings and misses. Strike 1.
Eckert's pitch is just a little off speed, and that makes Delikowski kind of wag at it.
And that one fouled over the top of the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility here at historic Carson Park in Eau Claire. 4-1, the Hudson River Rats lead the Eau Claire Cavaliers. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jerome Delikowski, 2 outs. And that pitch, Delikowski hits it toward the shortstop. The throw to first in time to retire the Cavaliers in their 4th inning. So there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 4 complete innings of play. Hudson River Rats 4, Eau Claire Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Top of the 5th inning, the Hudson River Rats coming to bat with their 5th, 6th, and 7th batters. And leading off will be Braden Bezanson, the left fielder. He flew out to the shortstop and walked the last couple of times he was up. Cavaliers trail the Hudson River Rats in this non-league game, 4-1 from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Joining us in the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility, and Braden Brzanzan steps in for the River Rats. James Schutte still on the hill for the Cavaliers. He played for the River Rats. And that pitch high outside for ball one. That pitch high, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Schutte winds, throws. 3rd ball. That pitch outside. And that one right over the middle. Strike one. 3-1 the count. Schutte. And that ball popped up. And grabbing it, I believe, is Bemnister. Xavier Bemnister came over from 3rd and got it.
Designated hitter, Eddie Gray.
So Eddie Gray, the designated hitter, now up. He has walked and had a single to right. That pitch down the middle for strike one. 0-1 the count, 1 out for the River Rats. That throw, again, same spot. Caught the inside 3rd, strike 2. And I think James Schutte was asking, that was a strike? That one outside for ball one. So take every one you can get. Schutte delivers. That ball hit out to left field. Pankratz right under it for the 2nd out of the inning. And that will bring up Mitch Lewis, the catcher, who had a sacrifice fly that scored the River Rats' 3rd inning run. And then Lewis walked when he was up in the 2nd inning. 2 down. Mitch Lewis leaning way back. That pitch delivered outside. Ball one. Ball popped up to center field. Tillman coming up on it. And does he get it? Yes, he does. Picked it up out of his glove and said, "Look what I found," to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. So there were no runs on no hits. There were no Cavalier errors and no base runners left. Score at the end of 4.5. Hudson River Rats 4, Eau Claire Cavaliers 1. You're watching it on NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive. There's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Be sure to join us on Monday, August 17th on NLWN-2 as we bring you vintage baseball featuring the Menominee Blue Caps. The Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers, the Sand Creek Nine, and the St. Croix Steps at the Old-Fashioned County Fair just outside of Cameron. Coverage begins 7 p.m. That's Monday, August 17th on NLWN-2. Trent Cornell will lead off for the Cavaliers in their fifth inning. Swing and a miss for strike one. Cavaliers trail the Hudson River Rats 4-1 at Carson Park. That one, foul tip. Back into the screen, strike two. Dark clouds rolling in from the west. And that pitch outside for ball one. That pitch outside. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both starting pitchers still in it here in the fourth inning. It's Aiden Eckert for the River Rats, and that fly ball goes up outside of third base, and the first out for the Cavaliers. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Trenton Palmer. Trent hit a single out to right field and stole a base last time he was up. Eckert delivers over the plate, strike one. No balls, 2 strikes, no base runners to worry about. Eckert delivers. That ball fouled over the top of the general admission seats on the third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. Cavaliers with 1 out and trailing by 3. And that pitch caught the inside corner and had Trent Palmer looking for the second out. Back to the top of the order for the Cavaliers. Brayton Tillman, the center fielder, who walked and struck out the last times that he was up. Nice solid hit out to left field, going back for it, and it is to the wall and on to a double. Brayton Tillman. That's the Cavaliers' 5th hit of the game. 2 outs, and coming up to bat, Xavier Bemnister, the third baseman. He struck out both times he was up looking.
And both times he thought it was ball 4.
Winding the pitch. That one low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Aiden Eckert checks back to second. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tillman taking a little bit of a lead off second. That pitch low for ball 2. Eckert checks back to second base. Last pitch caught the inside corner for strike 2. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just Tillman on base. And that pitch high, ball 3, full count to Xavier Bemnister. Aiden Eckert checks back to Tillman. And that pitch firmly ball 4. And Javi Bemnister gets a walk.
Well, that time he wasn't surprised.
No. I don't think anybody here was. We're in the broadcast facility, sponsored by Marine Credit Union at historic Carson Park in Eau Claire. And the first pitch to Caden Erickson catches the inside corner for strike 1. Erickson struck out in the first and got on by a walk in the third. Runner going and a quick hit over the center, and it got by a couple of fielders. Coming in to score is Tillman, advancing Bemnister to third.
And I'm curious as to whether they give that a hit or an error. They're giving it a hit.
Yep. So base hit to center field, scores 1 run, and the Cavaliers close the gap a bit. It's 4-2 Hudson. And a quick conference on the mound between Lewis and Eckert. Lewis making his way back. And cleanup hitter Sam Knickerbocker, the catcher, who grounded out second to first. Both times he was up. And that one drops on, just foul down the left field line.
About the width of the baseball foul. That might have tied the game. Would have been a long haul for Erickson, but Erickson's got some wheels.
So Knickerbocker steps in. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Aiden Eckert. And that ball hits sharply to the shortstop over to second, and that ends the inning. So for the Cavaliers, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors by Hudson, and 2 runners left. Score at the end of 5 complete innings of play. The Hudson River Rats 4, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2 on NLWN-TV.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at historic Carson Park in Eau Claire. We have completed 5 innings of play. Umpires have been checking the sky and that sort of thing. This game is in the books.
It's official.
Should it be called on account of weather? So leading off the sixth inning for the River Rats is Jack Solheide, the second baseman, and he walked and flew out to second base. And that ball, nice catch by Erickson. Ball flew right to him, and the River Rats are down 1. They lead 4-2. Mitchell Anderson, now the batter. He is the right fielder. Struck out looking and flew out to right. And that pitch outside for ball 1. James Schutte still on the hill for the Cavs. Another pitch outside, ball 2. 2-0. 1 out. And that pitch inside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Schutte delivers and swung on, and then that also hit his foot foul. Strike 1 regardless. Walking over to talk to his coach.
This is where sometimes a little gamesmanship starts to happen in baseball. When they know rain is pending, if you're the team leading and the game is official, then you do things to slow the game down.
Outside, ball 4. Free base for Anderson. That will bring the top of the order for the River Rats.
First baseman, Max Kratovitz.
Max Kratovitz, the first baseman, flew out to center in the last inning, had a 2-run double in the second, and struck out looking in the first. And he looks at strike 1 from James Schutte. That pitch inside, he stepped back a little bit, 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson at first. Schutte not terribly worried. Oh, and throws back quick. But Anderson gets back.
That was just a throw to make sure he knows that he's got his eye on him.
And that ball swung on and goes to the third base side general admission seats here at Carson Park. And Anderson heads back. Strike 2.
After he dove into second. Dove and got his uniform duty for nothing.
Schutte delivers. That pitch fouled down the third base side again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Anderson taking the lead at first. Schutte delivers. That ball again, well, fouled toward the Cavaliers dugout. Nice arm, coach. Got it right back out to Schutte. The delivery, that ball hit deep to right field, and that's a home run. So a 2-run homer for Max Kratovitz. And the Hudson River Rats stretch their lead. It's now 6-2. And there's only 1 out. That ball landed in the right field seats. And that brings up Lyndon Zuley. And he fouls it for strike one. Zuley got on a couple of times on errors by Erickson and then walked in there as well. Pitch delivered. High and inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Lyndon Zuley. Infielders pull in a little bit. That ball fouled over the first base side grandstand. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that pitch inside. Zuley backed away from that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that ball hit out to center field. Tillman fields it. But that's a base hit for Zuley. So now Eli Babler, the center fielder, comes up. He was part of a double play in the first. Popped out to the shortstop and flew out to left. And that pitch outside for ball 1.
Mason Yarrington warming up in the bullpen for the Cavs.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Eli Babler. Schudy's pitch inside, ball 2. 2-1. And that ball tipped back into the screen for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zuley, the runner on first. Schudy sends the pitch. That one hit just outside of third base, and there with the throw, and they got him.
He was tempted. Nobody was covering, and all of a sudden Schudy went over there, and they threw the ball to Schudy, and he had the ball waiting for him when he got there.
So 1 from, 5-1. And that brings up Eli Babler. And that pitch fouled for strike 1.
And we have some activity going on in the River Rats bullpen as well. I want to give a shout out to Glenn Nelson watching the game from Milltown.
And that pitch caught the outside corner for strike 2.
And our buddy John is watching.
Outside for ball 1.
And Logan, somebody, is watching as well.
Ball hit solid out to right field. Fielded by Palmer. That'll be a base hit for Babler. Oh, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm a batter behind. Grankovitz had that hit.
You know what? I'm a batter behind too then.
Yes. So Braden Bazanzan, the left fielder, is up. There are 2 men on. And that ball hit out toward Tillman. Tillman fields it to end the inning. So for the River Rats in their 6th inning, they score 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no Cavalier errors, and there were 2 runners left. Score at the end of 5.5 innings of play. The Hudson River Rats 6, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2 on NLWN-TV.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, June 17th, when the Cavaliers take on the Beef River Bullfrogs from Spangenberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:30 p.m. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, June 17th on NLWN-TV.
We have a new pitcher. Yep. And that's Mitchell Anderson.
So that means we have to check and see who's playing right field. That means Braden Bazanson is in left field.
First baseman, Logan Hesselman.
And Eddie Gray is now in left field.
So leading off for the Cavaliers in their 6th inning is Logan Hesselman. And Hesselman had a base hit to left, flew out to right the last 2 times he batted. Anderson Wines delivers. First pitch fouled back into the backstop for strike 1.
Cavaliers don't have any time to waste. They're going to have to score some runs and do it quickly if they want to get back into this because the rain has started.
Yep. And that one fouled back into the
all right,
first
Lily,
base
hang on
side.
to Dan. He's going to try and reach that one. Up, it went down the hole between the press box sections.
Ah, okay. Sorry, Dan. We were all ready to. So 0-2 the count, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3 in the first out for the Cavaliers in the 6th inning. Rain continues to fall, and Aiden Penkratz comes up to the plate. Penkratz struck out and had a base hit in his first 2 times at bat. And first pitch fouled back over the general admission seats along the first base side. Strike 1.
Just stay away from our vehicles. In the 7th inning, it's Tilden leading Cadott 5-1.
Anderson winds and delivers over the plate. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Also in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's Osseo leading Whitehall 4-3.
And that pitch, high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the second strikeout in a row for Anderson. And now coming up, Ashton Kroll, the extra hitter. He flew out to left and walked the last 2 times he batted. And that ball hit up on top of the River Rats dugout. It's going to roll slowly back to some young ones who are trying to fish that
reach
ball
through
out.
the netting.
Yeah. And that pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. And that pitch low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anderson winds, delivers. And that one caught him looking. So 3 strikeouts for the new pitcher. And the Cavaliers score no runs, no hits. There were no errors by the River Rats. And there were no base runners. We have completed 6 innings of play. It's the Hudson River Rats 6, the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2 on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
The Chippewa Valley Museum will be open July 4th free of charge, so you can visit the U.S. at 250 on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. In addition, enjoy the Carson Park scavenger hunt, the patriotic model railroading layout, outdoor games, the noon flag raising, and ice cream parlor specials. For more information, call the museum 715-834-7871. And to take us the rest of the way through tonight's game, here's Rick Olson.
Thank you, Jay, and we'll see how much of the rest of the game we get. The rain is becoming a little more authoritative. I can see it in the lights now.
Yeah. That's where I've been watching it, too.
We're getting a lot of smoke from down in the parking lot from all those guys burning rubber down there. And the wind changed direction, and we're getting the smoke up here now. Leading things off for the River Rats is Mitch Lewis. And the first pitch is a ball. Mason Yarrington on the mound now for the Cavaliers.
That ball brought to you by Iowa Lincoln Endeavors, with help of a variety of boat rentals, including pontoons and kayaks.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Mitch Lewis. The pitch is high. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch that missed outside. Yarrington doesn't waste any time on the mound. Immediately gets right back on the rubber and starts his motion. And there's a fly ball on the left side, foul territory. Bemnister gets over and makes a catch. That'll bring up Jack Solheide.
the catcher, Mitch Lewis.
No, this is Mitch Lewis. You know what, Jay? We weren't off by a hitter. Oh, well. And a fly ball out into right field, and it's hauled in out there by Palmer. And that's going to bring up Jack Solheid.
Second baseman, Jack Solheid.
He's 0 for 2. The first pitch is low. He drew a walk, then he popped to second and hit a line drive right into the glove of Erickson. There's a strike on the inside corner. Yarrington won't overpower anybody, but he'll fool them.
Base paths are getting a little bit darker as the game goes on here.
One ball and 2 strikes. Yarrington delivers. That missed outside. 2-2. 2 down to Jack Solheid. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down low, ball 3. That was one of those 58-foot fastballs. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball over to third. Bemnister has it. Throw to first is in time. So the River Rats go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning. So it's time for the 7th inning stretch on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, August 17th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers, the Sand Creek 9, and the St. Croix Steps from an old-fashioned county fair in Cameron, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, August 17th on NLWN2.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Back here at the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at historic Carson Park, Cavaliers trailing the Hudson River Rats 6-2. We have a final score now from Osseo. The Merchants defeated the Whitehall Whitetails by a score of 4-3. Due up for the Cavaliers, we have
Riley Gopinski.
So evidently, his injured finger wasn't quite so bad.
Or at least he's going to check it out. Interesting night at Carson Park.
It most certainly is. There's a foul ball back toward
Whoa!
us and just off the window, off to our right. It got Steve Kent's attention over there. And that's high for a ball. And foul back. Kapinski batting for Delikowski, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what you have, Jay?
Yes. Yep.
Two balls and two strikes. Anderson looking in. Starts his motion. Foul tip back into the glove for the strikeout. That's going to bring up Trent Cornell. Cornell is 0 for 2. Struck out and fouled out to third. And he hits a high pop foul. Anderson moving over, and he totally lost it in the lights. It fell right behind him. All of a sudden, his hands went out like, where to go? And it dropped right behind him.
Right in between him and the first baseman.
No balls in the strike. Anderson steps off. Tries to dry the ball. Pretty steady rain right now. Here's the pitch. Fouled off on the right side.
That ball brought to you by Westside Bar and Grill, located at 1807 North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire.
And the pitch. That's outside. A ball and two strikes to Trent Cornell. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three.
Pitching for the Cavaliers, number 1.
That's 5 consecutive strikeouts for Mitch Anderson. And Trent Palmer at the plate. He singled to right and then struck out looking. And that's a called strike on the outside corner. And the pitch. That's a strike also on the outside corner.
Brayton Bauer is the pinch hitter.
That's Brighton Bauer.
Brighton Bauer, sorry.
That pitch is outside. A ball and two strikes. And that's high. Two balls, two strikes, two down. Anderson starts his motion. The pitch to Bauer. Swung on a miss for strike three. So for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and we have completed 7. And it's the River Rats 6 and the Cavaliers 2 on NLWN-TV.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool. Where'd you learn that? SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Gerald the Fish. What about, like, Joaquin Bartholomew? Joaquin Bartholomew. Yeah. See ya. See ya. Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that? I have no idea. Since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond. King of the pond? Yeah. He's out there somewhere. For real. You want this one? Oh, yeah. Nice. All right.
Well, we're still going to play as we head to the 8th inning. Umpires had a long talk with the managers, and the rain is coming down pretty good right now. Mason Yarrington delivers the first pitch to, well, let's see.
Taylor Mattern. 17. That pitch outside, ball 1. 1-1.
Foul ball straight back. Good thing it went high because Lily wasn't looking and it would have clobbered her.
That pitch in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch outside. Full count, 3-2.
Taylor Mattern. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's 3-2 now. Unless maybe you got a piece of that because it wasn't caught. And that's ball 4. So that brings up Max Kratovics.
First baseman, Max Kratovics.
He hit a home run to right field his last time up. It was a 2-run blast. And that pitch is high for a ball. There's a ground ball over towards second. Cornell gets it, throws it to first in time. So 1 down. And it's going to bring up Landon Zulli. Zulli is 1 for 3. Single to center field. And now they're bringing the players off the field. And so we're going to go into a rain delay. And we'll do that right now as we're in the top of the 8th.
We are in a weather delay. Stay tuned. NLWN-TV will be right back with more baseball action just as soon as the weather clears.
And as you can see on the field, the weather is not going to clear, and so they have called this one after 7 innings. The final score is going to be the Hudson River Rats 6 and the Cavaliers 2. Winning pitcher tonight was Aiden Eckert, and the losing pitcher will be James Schutte. And we will have more on this right after this timeout when we get to Talking Baseball on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, June 17th, when the Cavaliers take on the Beef River Bullfrogs from Spangenberg Field in Strum, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:30 p.m. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, June 17th on NLWN-TV. You've been watching Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV. This copyrighted presentation has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with the Eau Claire Cavaliers, and is intended for the enjoyment of the viewing and listening audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction, in any form, without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network LLC and the Eau Claire Cavaliers is prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game. Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back here at Carson Park, waiting for the manager tonight, Brian Maher, and he'll be up here to talk with us. But the Cavaliers drop a non-league matchup to the Hudson River Rats by a score of 6-2 in a rain-shortened game. They got 7 in. And the River Rats had 6 runs on 7 hits. They committed no errors. The Cavaliers had 2 runs on 6 hits. They committed 2 errors. The winning pitcher tonight was Aiden Eckert. And he went 5 innings, and then in relief came Mitch Anderson, and Anderson came in and absolutely shut the Cavaliers down with 6 straight strikeouts in the 2 innings that he pitched. Losing pitcher tonight was James Schutte, and he went 6 innings and gave up the 6 runs. And joining us right now is Brian Maher, and he kind of sat in as the interim manager tonight for the Cavaliers. And Brian, you started out really well, getting things done on time and getting things started on time, but the end of the game didn't turn out the way you wanted.
No, I mean, at this point, the weather is going to not let up, so we just thought we'd let it run its course and got some good work in. First couple innings are tough. Second inning, errors and walks are going to kill you, so that kind of did us in from the get-go, but...
And then that 2-run home run a little later on didn't help things out either, because you were still in it until that happened.
Exactly. Yep, we were in the ball game, and I think that just took us out. And
it also didn't help that they brought in Mitch Anderson to pitch the last couple innings, And all they did was strike out 6 straight batters.
Yeah, I just think the change up and the weather and everything was a contributing factor. I think if we'd have had 9 straight innings, we could have gotten to a rhythm, played a little bit better.
And 9 innings of the weather that we had at the beginning of the game.
Exactly.
It was actually a beautiful day for baseball when we started this thing.
Yeah.
And I think Mother Nature's picking on you guys because this is out of the last 4 Cavalier dates, 3 have been, 2 got completely rained out and 1 got rain shortened.
We're going to have some work ahead of us. We're going to have a busy schedule coming up, and we're going to have our pitchers, and that's why I did not want to cut it any shorter than we did, because we got to get some pitchers some work. So that's why we tried to push it as long as we could.
Well, that was a tough one for the Cavs, and the Hudson River Rats are a very good team, and they've been a thorn in the Cavaliers' side, and that's 5 straight losses now to Hudson that the Cavs have suffered. But until the rains came, Cavs are hanging in there.
Yep. Well, I mean, this is one of the better games we've competed with them. I mean, they weren't full staff, and neither were we, but at least we were competitive, and I think head-to-head, full strength, I think we can battle with anyone.
Well, I guess we now wait till Wednesday and go down to Strum and take on those Beef River Bullfrogs. What do you know about them?
They're very pesky, stubborn. They're a team that we always come in with confidence, and they always seem to push us all the way to the wire. So we got to be ready. We're going to have
and they've
full
been
staff.
Doing that to a number of teams this year, and their record is much improved. So this is one of the almost could be called a trap game.
I don't think they're going to surprise us, but we're going to come out gunning. From the very beginning, we're going to bring in our solid starting pitching, and hopefully we can get the bats going and get a win on Wednesday.
And granted, this was a game that was shortened by weather. This game tonight, you had 6 hits in really 5 innings because those last 2 innings, nobody touched the ball.
Yeah. The weather, the elements got caught up with us, and I just think our bats need to come alive because I believe that our pitching is going to be competitive and we're going to be all right.
Well, Brian, thank you for joining us after this one, and we'll have a chance to talk with you again or talk with Ryan or somebody after
the baton back to Ryan.
And we'll be back with some final thoughts on this one right after this timeout on NLWN-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Cavaliers drop a 6-2 decision, rain-shortened decision to the Hudson River Rats. Jay, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, tough night for the Cavaliers. Hudson got the bats going, and there were a couple of errors that got things going as well. And as mentioned, that home run out to right field kind of took the winds. Yeah, took the wind out of the sails. But back in the league and keep working, so should be interesting.
And the Cavaliers did get some help from the Osseo Merchants. By the Merchants defeating the Whitehall Whitetails. So that means that in spite of this, because this was a non-league game, so it doesn't count in the league standings, the Cavaliers are now only a game behind the Whitehall Whitetails. And guess who they play not this coming Saturday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. They're down in Whitehall taking on the Whitetails. So they have a chance at pulling themselves up by their proverbial bootstraps and getting into first place. So, but we have some more Cavalier baseball coming before that, and that's on Wednesday. And make sure you join us here on NLWN-TV as we bring you the Cavaliers traveling down to Spangberg Field in Strum. Take on the Beef River Bullfrogs. That's a CRBL matchup. Coverage will begin at 6:30 with the In the Dugout show, and that's followed by all the live play-by-play action. And the Bullfrogs are also coming in tonight, only a game and a half out. So they, too, are only one game out. So they're going to be loaded for bear on Wednesday. Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, June 17th, right here on NLWN-TV. Also, make sure you join us on Monday, August 17th. I know that's quite a ways off yet. Just about 2 months away. But NLWN-2 is going to bring you some vintage baseball featuring the Menominee Blue Caps. The Blue Caps are going to take on the Rum River Rovers, the Sand Creek Nine, and the St. Croix Steps in an old-fashioned county fair just outside of Cameron. And the coverage begins at 7 p.m. Monday night, August 17th on NLWN-2. Hey, don't forget to head over to the Colfax Fairgrounds on Thursday evenings this summer as the Colfax Women's Club presents Music in the Park. There will be a farmer's market from 4 to 8 p.m. along with the Tasty Troll food truck, along with the music starting at 7 p.m. The first night of Music in the Park in Colfax is June 25th. That's featuring the duo of Craig and Pete. That's Thursday, June 25th for Music in the Park at the Colfax Fairgrounds. The Eau Claire Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military that they can get a lifetime pass to the Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veterans identification card. And the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Today's Eau Claire Cavalier game has been brought to you by Marine Credit Union with offices in Eau Claire at 3604 Oakwood Hills Parkway and whose team is there to guide you. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Auto Vision Center, windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network, and welcome back home to Gabe Slayton after being deployed overseas with his military duties, and he is now back with his family. We also have the Sunset House RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, and that's your best choice for your next hunting and fishing adventure, and the Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley right here in Carson Park. So be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on NLWN-TV. So for Jay Fall and Dan Petchow and Lily Sinnette, you've been tuned to Talkin' Baseball on NLWN-TV.
You have been tuned to Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV.
In the heart of a small town where the rivers flow, there's a spirit rising up and it's starting to grow. Carson Park's the place where dreams come alive. Eau Claire Cavaliers, the reason we thrive. With the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd, we spell baseball magic and we shout it out loud. For over 50 years of history, pride and cheer in this town, we're all family, the love sincere. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing. For the love of the game, together we bring. In this town standing tall, we always belong. With Eau Claire Cavaliers, we'll keep singing our song. Through the ups and the downs, we'll face every grit in our hearts will shine ever bright. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing. For the love of the game, together we bring. So raise up your voices, let the stories be told. In Eau Claire's pure heart, our legacy bold. With the Cavaliers shining like stars in the night. Big time in a small town, forever in our sight.